Back home, opposition leaders Raila Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi have expressed optimism that the controversial changes that the National Assembly introduced to the election laws on Thursday will end up in a mediation committee at the Senate. Meanwhile, Water Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa has warned that the planned mass action by the opposition would plunge Kenya into chaos.
We are not interested in confrontation. It must be noted and stated again that mass action is always the very last resort. If we can sit down and negotiate and talk, we will be ready and be prepared. But if this is not possible, then of course, as we have mentioned, on the 4th of January, Kenyans will resort to mass action. This is because we would like to face the next elections in an environment of transparency. That is the reason why we are calling for a level playing field. And that level playing field can only be created with the kind of laws that were mutually negotiated between our team and that one of Jubilee.
We want the Senate to rise above what the mess that was in the National Assembly, so that the Senate can save this country from any bloodshed by refusing to approve those laws that were passed by the National Assembly. Once they refuse, then it will be necessary for an arbitration committee to be set up in accordance with the standing orders, and that can provide room for dialogue.
Mwaka wa 2007-2008 vita vilivyokuweko vilianza na mass action. Tukatoka kwa mass action and it upgraded itself into conflict. Conflict led to post-election violence. It led to loss of lives. Na mali iliharibika Kenya hii. Watu wa Trans Nzoia, watu wa Kenya, munataka tuende hiyo barabara tena? Munakubali turudi barabara ya mass action? I know what it took to unite the people of Kenya. It took dialogue when leaders were talking to each other, not at each other. I seek that we apply the same principles we applied in 2013 tukawa na uchaguzi wa amani. Let us not be confrontational.